Welcome to episode 5 of our crash course for web application. So, last time we talked all about, or from the last episode, we talked all about the retrieving of data or reading of data from the database with the cascading or connecting different pages from one page to another. So, this is our main page. Recap lang tayo for very quick. Then the read. This is your read statement, and the connection exists within the config.php. So actually we require that, and the handler is saved inside this PHP read PHP. Now front page, in order for it to display that read PHP, we actually required here. We required that here, so we can actually have an access specifically for the handler variable. Handler variable exists here, while con variable exists within the config.php. So now we will have a discussion for how can we actually send data from the database, from the front end processed by PHP to the database. So let's create another page here. No, we don't have to create another page. Here na lang. So I will just comment it here, so we don't use this. We don't need this anymore. I know. I'll just cut it here. Oh, I just create another page. So this is retrieve. Just retrieve will db to db to front end. Okay. Now we will create another form here, another page here, such as insert front end to db. So medyo long siya, pero alam naman natin na um, um, informative naman yung kanyang file name. So I'll just copy this and I'll just paste it here. Tanggalin ko na yung table since I no longer need that. Okay, style should be there. And we need to actually send data from the front end to the back end. So insert front end DB. Let's go back with our mind map here. Okay, the mind map sends us give us info from, okay, back end. So we actually have a new page. So this is the display. Display. How do you call that? Ano pa na kasi niya? DB front end that page. Okay. So hindi na to retriever. This is called read.php. Okay. So now we must create ano to din, front end din pala to. Pero we will take the file name no. No, that's not the other one. It's front end. Naging link lang siya. And anyways, yan. Okay. And technically, we don't need yet the connection from the con to the front end, since the data send must be sent to this page. Then this page will send it. I will use the connection to send to the database. So ito yung tinatawag natin na insert the page. So, na-delete siya. Yan. So, we must create insert.php. And inside insert.php, nandun yung ating mga read-write query. So, we will use or we will create the insert.php. Okay? Then, insert.php, we all know na kailangan niya yung connection from the DB. So, we will try to require the fun.php since it will use the um ano, hindi tayo, this is not the ano, this is not the other page. Ayun. Medyo nalito na ako doon. Fun.php. And we need the, just like this, kailangan ko nung kanyang config.php insert and config. Then, ayun. Ito yung handler kung na-send na natin o hindi. So, wala muna to. Tagalin ko yan. Before everything else, we must create the form first before we do the back end. So, front end muna tayo by creating a form here. So, we actually discussed the creation of form way back on midterms. So, form has this major part which is action. Then, meron tayong isa pa which will be the method. So, quick lang na lahat daw ng data from this form will be sent to this specific page with this specific method. So, when we try to retrieve data, the method should always be get. Pero when we try to send data, the method should always be post. Okay? So, input, let's create an input here. Then let's create another input there. Then lastly, another input here. Okay? Now, we have to send a trigger, such as the button. Then the type of the button is the submit. Sub, okay? Save data. Okay? Let's check the front page for that. I forget the file name. Ayun. Pangalan niya insert front and db.php. So we actually have this very static form. So db back end naman tayo, so medyo wag na tayong ma-art sa design. Okay? Not unless sinabi ko na the design is needed then. Now, we must have the data or we must save the data na nakasalagay dito sa mga input types na to in a very specific manner. Now, sa PHP, para masabi mo na masasave siya sa isang data, instead na sabihin mo ID, okay, pwede namang ID yan, pero ID, namamanipulate lang siya sa Java and sa JavaScript tsaka sa style. Si PHP, kailangan niya ng name. Name, short for the variable name. Okay? Name, name, and name. Then, the name should have a variable name. So, my first name, okay, first name will be the variable first name, last name will be the variable last name, then last will be the age, right? So, lahat daw ng forms na to, once na-submit, na-click yung Save Data button, via post method, isi-send daw niya yun kay action, which will be the backend. Ang backend na magre-receive ng data mo na to is si insert.php. So, right there, write nyo doon, it's insert.php. Okay? So, I think it's good na. Pero, napaprocess na ba yan ng database? Hindi. Naayos lang natin yung sender. This is actually the sender. Sender from front end to back end. And ang receiver natin ng data na to will be insert.php. So, si insert.php hindi pa siya nakaprocess. So, wala pa siyang data na na-insert. So, paano natin malalaman ngayon if meron nga bang meron nga bang laman tong mga to? Kasi kahit ako, pwede ko lang siyang i-click here. Save. Kahit wala man akong nilagay. So, blanco yon. Okay? So, para mangyari yon, we must check first kung may mga nakaset by creating the validation part. So this will be the simple validation part. If, yan, if may naka-set daw, if is set, okay? Dollar, ano yung method natin? Post. Square braces, specific, tapos ano yung variable name niya? Ano yung variable name na hinihintay natin dito sa front page? Front. No, mali na naman tayo ng kinuhanan. Mali na naman tong page na to. Yan. Ito pala yan. Okay? Kung nakaset daw, yung, ah, kung nakaset daw sa post method, yung variable first name. Okay, tama ba? First name. At, and, nakaset din daw ba yung last name? And, nakaset din daw yung age. Then, saka pa lang natin ma-access yung query. So, ako, gusto ko siyang sinesave sa another variable such as fname. Tapos, sineset ko siya dito. Ayan. Baga, pinapasok ko siya dyan. Then, colon, semicolon. May kulang pala ako dito. It should has this pala. Yan, meron pala dapat siyang, ito, I forgot to add that. Yan. Okay? So, kung nakaset daw yung, yan, fname, name, and here, last name, and else, so, data not complete. Try nga natin to kung gumagana to ating validation part. Validation. Yan. Front end, refresh, cancel natin to. Yan. For example, naglagay lang ako ng Axel. Then, di ako naglagay ng last name, 24. Yung ma-receive na data, okay? Yung ma-receive na data is not complete. Kasi nga, hindi kompleto yung aking fill out doon sa front page. Okay? Hindi siya complete. Wala yung aking last name tsaka last name. So, inside the PHP, try natin completuhin. If is set first, set last. Natanggalin ko na itong term na is set. It should not, wait lang. Tama, iset daw. Meron na talaga dito. Pero hindi niya piniprint yung dito not complete. Kaya natin baka nakakash na siya. Last name, first name, and is set and is age. As in, okay, wala siyang piniprint. It should echo something here. Read, I know, font and insert the page. Then the method will post, submit, type submit, data. Try nga natin kung magsasend siya dito. Mag-echo tayo ng hi. Yeah. Yeah, pumapasok siya dito sa it sends here insert db. May mali lang siguro tayo dito sa ating statement. If is set post first. Let's say here. Data complete. Ayun, dito complete. How about wala 'to? So, dito complete. How about wala yung isa? May mali sa ating statement and I think mali yung end ko dito. It should be big end. How about that? There's something wrong with this statement here. First name, last name, age. Try nga natin. Post name. Yan. Echo natin itong mga ano na to. Let's see kung what happened there. Baka yung end na maliit yung E niya. Check ko nga. And first name. Ibig sabihin nagtuturo tong validation na to. Even if walang laman C, walang laman to. Method post age. Submit. Last name, first name, age. So may na-insert daw siya. So try natin insert yung data na yan sa ating database. So $SQL equals to insert to insert into employee data. Then we will try to define the columns. Ito if and only if, okay, if and only if yung ating first column is nag-auto increment, okay, auto increment siya, okay, we don't have to define that column dito sa ating insert. So instead, didiretso na tayo sa column ng first name. First, F name, L name, then age, then values, okay, double quotes, and open and close parenthesis, the F name or the $F name. Huwag mo na lagyan ng double quote. Lagyan mo na ng double. Okay, then $L name, then $H. Okay, then add din ng semicolon. There. Semicolon. Yan. Okay. Try nga natin kung successful siya. $con sending this query. Then $SQL. Check natin if meron siyang insert na data. So, i-open na natin yung si read, si ano yan, si DB front end. DB2 front end. Okay? Maglalagay ako ng 15 para makita natin kung tama nga. So, the data is Sally. Sally Santiago. And her age is 15. Click natin yung save data. Oh, employee data does not exist. May mali ako doon sa pagkakatype. Employee, sinasabi niya kung anong page. Line 16. That employee, ayun, employee, ayun. Submit. Column does not match value at row 1. Crude front insert page. Then employee. F name. Nakakoma pala yan. Nakakoma siya. Ayan. Yes. So, mag-print naman tayo dito ng alert. Or mag-alert tayo dito. Echo. Sige, mag-ano tayo dito ng script. Para malaman lang natin kung nag-successful yung pag-i-insert. Alert. Insert success. Hidden semicolon. Para makita lang natin yung pag-i-insert. So, Salmary. Tapos, then save data. So, insert success. Sabihin, na-insert na yung data natin to. So, pag ni-refresh ko to, lumabas na yung si Sally and si Sally tsaka Sally Marie Ramos. So, nung refresh ko to, ayun, pati sa mind map, nung ni-refresh ko naman tong DB front end, di ba, front end, data, sinend niya dito sa insert. Si insert naman sa con, si con naman sa database. Nung ni-refresh ko to, si DB front end, nag-reload si read, dumaan sa con, at binasa niya yung nasa database. So, we are actually good with the sending and the retrieving. Okay na tayo sa read and sa write. Now, doon na tayo sa tinatawag natin na update and delete. Okay? Updating and deleting, um, sige, unahin muna natin si updating first. Updating is another part ng CRUD since we will try to update data from one page to another. Pero, since pangit to na namamatay na agad yung namamatay yung data natin, dito, ganito kasi yung itsura niya based on mind map. Yung page natin, nagsasend siya ng data dito at pinaprocess ni insert. Dito kasi, wala na siyang gagawin, okay? After nung ma-insert, wala na siyang gagawin. Like, wala na siyang pupuntahan. That's why, blanco na siya. Okay? Gusto natin na bumalik siya doon sa dating page kung saan siya nanggaling. And that will be the power of what we call the header redirection. Okay? So, hanapin ko dito yung header redirection here. Ito. And then, we will try to, the header, we will be relocated into where we came from. So, since this is where we came from, okay, siya yung i-page ko dito. So, let's try to insert a new data there. Let's insert a new data at check natin kung babalik siya dun sa front end. Let's say, tilapia, then it says carrots, then the age is 25. Let's say 10, 15 na lang din. Then save data. So see, bumalik siya dito sa page na to. Okay? Then, andito na siya. Si tilapia carrots 15 from the read part. So, lagyan naman natin ng konting design. Huwag naman natin i-ditch yung mga ginawa natin dati. Okay? So, gawa ko dito ng H, siguro. This is the read front. Then, this is the insert front page. Ayan, siya din yung sender dito. Lagyan natin ng konting design. Ayan, o, diba? Mas maganda na siya ng bahagyan. Okay? So, now, we will try to delete. Wag na muna tayo mag-delete. Let's try to update data. So I'll be stopping this recording since parang gusto ko siyang bite size for you to have the information. So next episode, we will be having your update. Okay? So yun lang. Bye!